Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Everyday Mechanic. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the pointers to look for when buying a used car. So the first things, we're going to just touch base on a few little things like service history. We want to see some good service history. One owner is good, two, three maybe. You've got to expect that of a used vehicle. Low mileage, that's another good thing. If the car's got decent mileage on it, we're all good. Yeah, we're going to go to another car now and I'm going to show you what we're looking for when we're buying a used vehicle. Keep it simple. Okay then, so we're going to put the ignition to the on position. And we've got loads of these lovely lights all telling us that the modules are sparked up and they are in working order. Now what we're going to be left with is a battery light and the brake light, which is the handbrake. We ain't going to worry about that one just yet. So then you've got the engine management light, which is the orange one. This one down here. Then we've got the oil pressure light. So once we get to this screen, we're going to start it up. And then we expect all these lights to go out, other than handbrake light, because handbrake's on obviously. So release handbrake, light goes off, handbrake on, light comes on. Mileage. Well, skipping back to that, turn ignition back off. You look for the ABS light as well, you make sure all that stuff's working, which is these ones up here. If the car's fitted with ABS, you want to see them come on and go out, which is your anti-skid control, your airbag lights. All of them need to come on. Start the car up, they all need to go off. Anyway, yeah, back to the mileage. If you see this car, it's got 160,000 miles on the clock. And it is a 62 plate Ford Focus. So, high mileage on a newish car. We're going to be wondering what's this mileage, what is this mileage? Is it round town or is it motorway mileage? So the way we can tell this, some giveaway telltale signs, is the steering wheel. If there's lots of round town mileage, you're constantly turning the wheel, constantly turning corners, parking, there'll be lots of wear on the steering wheel. Another thing is gear stick gaiter. That will have cracks and be all worn because you're constantly changing gear around town, and you're going to have cracks in this boot here. That's in good condition. And the other sign is the pedals. If you see lots of wear on the pedals, that's because you're constantly on and off the clutch because you're in traffic and you're around town, you're constantly on the brake all the time. You're going to see lots of wear on these two pedals, unless the rubbers have been changed, which will tell you the high mileage anyway, and it's round town. So if it's motorway mileage, like this car is, you can tell the pedals are not really that worn because there haven't been loads of clutch work. It's been on the motorway most of its life. The gear stick gate is in good condition, so it's been constantly changed gears, and the steering wheel is in good condition. So it does say that the car is done motorway mileage. But this car's had a brand new engine fitted. So yeah, so the brand new engine fitted. And we're not going to worry too much about the engine just yet. I'll talk you through that in another little video series. But yeah, but this is what you want to look for inside the car. Make sure everything is working as it should on the dashboard. Check your pedals, steering wheel, rubber gaiters. Just signs of lots of wear, like the door handles. If they've been in and out the car all the time, if it's been used as a taxi, everything's just going to be worn. And then you know it's done round town mileage, which is pretty bad for any car. Okay people, we're going to do an engine running test inside the car. So we're going to start the engine up. And we're going to start looking at the air conditioning. Does the air conditioning work? So put your dial all the way to cold. Blower on full blast. Make sure the aircon button light's on. And you want it blowing towards your face, and go to your vent, and you want that to be ice cold, which that is lovely. So we know the aircon works now. If that's not going ice cold, you could do another check where you go underneath the bonnet and you might see the clutch wheel on the compressor moving. If not, then the aircon doesn't work. And if you're buying a car with a couple of grand, you want the aircon working. If it doesn't work, it could cost you an absolute fortune to get it working. So if you haggle the price down because of that, well, that's your decision, but it tells me the car hasn't been looked after. They can't even look after the air conditioning. Yeah, with the engine running, we're still going to do some more checks. The clutch, press the clutch pedal, and what you're going to do, as you're pressing this clutch pedal, you're going to listen to the engine. See if there's any chattering noises. If the engine goes quiet, change its note. Anything untowards, and that's lovely. Power steering, full up the wheel to your left and right. Make sure it's smooth and it feels nice. There's nothing horrible, no clunks, bangs, and that feels lovely. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, there's a few things you can do with the engine running inside the car. Obviously, go through all the stuff. Make sure your electric windows work, electric mirrors. You're looking to make sure the car's been looked after. Put your rear heater on, put your front screen heater on if it's got one. Check your radio out. Things that come a pain in the arse later on, because you get in your car, you drive it away, you get home, you're happy with your new car, then all of a sudden you find out, oh, the heater don't work, the aircon don't work, the stereo don't work, the lights don't work, and all that's costing you money to have it put right. So spend time inside the car, look at things, make sure everything works nicely, make sure the horn works. Little telltale signs that the MOT might be fraudulent. Yeah, there you go. Spend time inside the car as well with the engine running. And I'll leave that one there.